Lotus, the English organization most popular for making low-volume, lightweight, superior execution sports vehicles, is separating from this long-held promoting methodology with another model that is completely unique in relation to any Lotus that preceded it. The new Eletre is a superior presentation electric SUV worked in China and set to go at a bargain in the US before the finish of 2024. While it is impressively heavier than some other Lotus model because of its huge battery pack, the Eletre actually conveys solid speed increase thanks to its electric engines, delivering no less than 603 drive. Lotus plans to contend with other electric SUV models, including the Audi e-tron and BMW iX. Yet the Eletre looks similar to the stunning Lamborghini Urus. The Eletre is the organization's most memorable SUV and a totally new expansion to the Lotus lineup. If you need greatest execution, the Eletre R is the decision as it gives up to 905 pull. Notwithstanding, since driving reach is logical, more vital to additional relaxed drivers, we think the mid-range S trim is the perfect balance. It accompanies a less intense, yet at the same time very strong, 603 HP electric powertrain and an expected driving scope of around 3 to 15 miles for every charge. The Eletre's base powertrain is a double-engine all-wheel drive arrangement making 603 pull. Our initial feelings are of a presentation SUV that is speedy and agreeable, yet it isn't so lithe as Lotus's games vehicles. The top-spec R flaunts an incredible 905 torque. That model is undeniably more sensational out and about and showed startling wriggles and jerks when we got forceful with the choke pedal. At the point when we can test the Eletre on our home turf, we'll refresh this story with additional driving impressions and test results. After stepping through an examination drive, we figure the 603 HP Eletre will actually want to hit 60 mph in 4.2 seconds. We gauge a 0 to 60 mph season of just 2.7 seconds for the most impressive R trim. A 109.0 kW battery pack ought to give around 315 miles of driving reach in base and S manages. The superior presentation Eletre R's reach will not be very as great and ought to be around 260 miles for every charge. When we get an Eletre to test, we'll run it through our true 75 Midfiors Parkway mileage and driving reach test to see what it can do. The EPA has not yet delivered efficiency gauges for the Eletre, and we haven't gotten an opportunity to test the electric SUV for ourselves. At the point when we do, we'll take it on our 75 mph throughway mileage course and update this story with test results. For more data about the Eletre's mileage, visit the EPA's website. The Eletre will be presented as either a 4-seater with 2 individual cans in the back or as a 5-seater with a 3-place back seat. Its lodge highlights fascinating materials. For example, microfiber, sewed calfskin, fleece mix texture, and processed bronze accents. Through and through, it's a shockingly upscale encounter inside, given Lotus's typical stripped-down, lightweight insides. The game seats are agreeable for long-stretch driving, and the switchgear is delivered in aluminum with knurled subtleties that wouldn't watch awkward in a Bentley. A huge 15.1-inch touchscreen overwhelms the dashboard and will run a rendition of parent organization Geely's eCarx infotainment framework that is imparted to the brilliant #1 SUV that is not sold in America. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will be standard. A head-up show is accessible just like a redesigned sound framework with 23 speakers and 1,500 watts. Otis claims that the Eletre will be fit for driving in a semi-independent mode because of a few LiDAR sensors that are mounted on the rooftop and front wheel curves. The sensors emerge from the bodywork and withdraw when they're not being used. In any case, the organization has not yet point-by-point which driver help elements will be standard and which will be discretionary. For more data about the Eletre's accident test results, visit the Public Thruway Traffic Well-Being Organization, NHTSA, and Protection Foundation for Parkway Security, IIHS, sites. Key well-being elements will probably include Lotus doesn't give awesome inclusion thought about other vehicle makers. While its restricted guarantee lines up with numerous contenders, its short powertrain plan and absence of free support are frustrating. The Eletre is a spaceship on wheels in many regards, and the way that it is a Chinese-made SUV, from Wuhan no less, wearing an English identification that once stressed effortlessness and delicacy, shouldn't remove a single thing from its designing ability. For those that don't have any idea, Lotus's vehicle fabricating process today is parted into two brands. Lotus Vehicles, which makes the Emira as of now, and in the past created any semblance of the Exige, Elise and Evora in Hethel, Norfolk, UK, and afterward there is Lotus Tech, which is the Wuhan-based electric car maker responsible for the Eletre and future EV models. There is likewise Lotus Designing, yet it doesn't create vehicles. Starting around 2017, Lotus in general has been larger part possessed by China's Geely, which likewise claims Volvo and Polestar in addition to less popular brands like Lynk & Co. and Brilliant, joint endeavor with Mercedes-Benz. In that time, the broadly English brand has been going through a serious change, including billions of speculation, to turn into a main producer of sports vehicles and electric vehicles to rival any semblance of Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. The Eletre is a spaceship on wheels in many regards, and the way that it is a Chinese-made SUV, from Wuhan no less, wearing an English identification that once stressed straightforwardness and daintiness, shouldn't remove a single thing from its designing ability. For those that don't have any idea, Lotus's vehicle fabricating process today is parted into two brands. Lotus Vehicles, which makes the Emira right now, and in the past created any semblance of the Exige, Elise and Evora in Hethel, Norfolk, UK. And afterward there is Lotus Tech, which is the Wuhan-based electric car maker responsible for the Eletre and future EV models. There is likewise Lotus Designing, however it doesn't create vehicles. Beginning around 2017, Lotus overall has been larger part possessed by China's Geely, which likewise claims Volvo and Polestar in addition to less popular brands like Lynk & Co. and Savvy, joint endeavor with Mercedes-Benz. In that time, the broadly English brand has been going through a serious change, including billions of speculation, to turn into a main producer of sports vehicles and electric vehicles to rival any semblance of Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. Not to specify, the Lamborghini Urus, the top-of-the-line Lamborghini ever, has without any assistance helped save the organization from the verge. Much similarly, the Porsche Cayenne safeguarded the 911 organization from close to liquidation. So on the off chance that you are here to fulfill your excessive inquisitiveness about how terrible the Lotus Eletre is and the way in which it doesn't have the right to wear the Lotus identification, you will be sharply frustrated in light of the fact that the genuine inquiry here is whether the Lotus identification should be on the Eletre. To give you some setting about this specific top-spec Lotus Eletre R, which we got from the home of Lotus in Brisbane's Backbone Valley, we were truly anticipating that it should be somewhat dreadful. There were a great deal of jokes between a couple of us here with respect to whether we ought to begin composing our most frustrating vehicles of 2024 list currently, and how the Eletre in a real sense has neither rhyme nor reason, and the most rehashed state. Who sane would pay more than $300,000 for a Chinese-made electric SUV wearing a Lotus badge? The reply to that question ought to be many individuals in the event that they truly come and experience it in light of the fact that the Eletre is truly ludicrously great, however not exactly superb.